we are going to be having this discussion about the misconceptions that people have about their health and their caregivers. So, doctor, welcome to the show.
Yeah.
Welcome. I'm so happy to have you here.
Yes, same here.
This thing about fever and diarrhea, you know, a lot of people have the misconception about fever and diarrhea being related to teething. What do you have to say about that?
I've been practicing since 2014, right? So I'm not really like a pediatrician or anything. But the hospitals where I've worked and, you know, the training I went through, what I've realized is there's no relation between fever, diarrhea, and teething. The fact is, most people just see those symptoms usually around when children start teething, and so they assume that because the child is having teeth and, you know, that's the only thing that is new. But the fact that you have a fever means that there's presence of an infection. Usually it's either malaria or a bacterial infection. They usually produce toxins, and this would cause your body to raise the hypothalamic set point for temperature. That leads to fever. The diarrhea, on the other hand, is caused when there's an imbalance between the absorption and secretion of water in the intestines, right? So this can happen when there's a bacterial infection. This could also happen if, you know, the person has taken certain drugs. But in children, between, you know, especially babies, you're not thinking of that. You're not thinking that a baby is going to be taking certain drug that will cause the child to, you know, purge. So essentially it has to do with what the child is taking. Now, around that 4 to 7 months, the child starts teething. By 6 months, most mothers have stopped breastfeeding their babies. So they've started eating other things. They've started drinking water. They've started drinking maybe pap or something. So the infection, you know, in the gastrointestinal system comes from there, and then the child now has diarrhea. I don't know who that one person is that keeps going around to tell mothers that, your pikin get fever, get diarrhea, now the teeth. It's not the teeth. Please, bring the child to the hospital.
Well, that's the greatest misconception that you always hear people talk about.
Yeah, especially in children. I even saw, there's this case I saw once, a child actually was rushed in, and they said, the child had been having diarrhea for some days, you know, with high temperature, and they said he was teething. And the minute they rushed the child in, we were rushing to look for, you know, venous access so we can give IV fluids and rehydrate the child. Before we could find venous access, the child died in front of us. Oh. So that experience, anytime I see mothers, or I always tell them, I'm not a pediatrician, but this is what I know. Fever, diarrhea, not related to teething.